All right, folks, Joe from Feel Like Craps. Our Sunday Craps Marathon continues. $1,000 in the bankroll so far for the month. We are up $803, hoping $703, hoping to keep it that way. Profit will go out of sight, out of mind for the time being. We're going to play Mark the Points AI strategy again. I want to revisit this one because I think it's got a lot of promise. A little risk in the early going, but who knows? It may just work if we end up with dice that don't want to cooperate, because it covers both the dark side and the light side. So no line bets. We're waiting for the shooter to make a point. If you will, I'd like to direct your attention to the bottom right-hand side of the screen where the stars of our show are waiting patiently to be rolled. Here they go. 516. We have a point. When we have a point, actually, what I'm going to do is we're going to take 100 out. It's actually a waste of time to have those black chips in there because we're not going to use them. So we're going to take 100 there for some red chips, and then we're going to trade these guys in. There's 500 there, and we're going to get another stack of green chips for another 500 in green, because basically we're going to be using green all the way across here. So there we go. 6 is our point. 160 across and a $25 DC. We are at the most risk right here. Dice are out. Here we go. 3 craps. It's a winner in the DC. That's winner, winner, $25. We're looking for that DC to go somewhere, and we're going to lose it. Yo, 11. So, of course, in usual Joe style, the minute I roll a positive on the DC, I undo it with the next roll. Dice are out. We'll continue. 639. So that travels behind. We get $35 on the win for the 9. We're looking for 3 numbers to come through. So looking to get 3 DC points. And at that point, we are going to stop. We're going to shut these bets off and play for our buddy. So that hit. That goes in the DC. Dice are out, and we're not going to get anything. That's going to pay that, and we're going to lose a lot of money. So, a disastrous first roll. All right. It is what it is, though. Dice are out. Here they come. 415. Point is 5. And our camera keeps wanting to play games. There we go. Stay right there and don't move. I'd like for everybody to see the whole board so we can see what we're doing here. All right. Very good. Now, time to pucker up, because we have a lot of money on the board. $185 on the board, and let's see if we can get it going somewhere. 516. So that's a $35 winner there, and that's going to go in the DC. That goes in the DC. The cap will go back in the rack for the time being, and a 426. So of course we can. Unbelievable. Oh, if we don't 7 out, we roll the number that we hit the donut. Yep. Sounds pretty accurate. All right. And nothing's going in the DC now. Dice are out. We're waiting for another number to roll. 538 is the number that rolls. It'll be $35. That's going to go into the DC. This is going to go back to the rack. Dice are out. Looking for number 3 to go behind. 6410. Big Ben, our best friend. We'll trade $1. So we'll get, we'll have $1 for the VIG, that is. And we're going to get 50 for that after the dollar. The 10 goes in the DC. Dice are out. 5, 4, 9. That's 35, and now we're going to shut the bets off. The bottom bets are going to go off, and we're going to play the top until the end. So these guys are all going to come back down. We got our 3 no's up there, and we're waiting for something to happen. 4-1-5 is a point. Everything wins. I'll pay the line on the bottom. 2 craps. 5-3-8. So we're dancing around here. We're just going to play it out. No, we're going to lose that. So the 9, no 9. That didn't happen. 4-1-5 to Viva. Doesn't help or hurt. 6-4-10. Of course, we're going to hit every no. Every single one that we had a no bet on is going to hit. 3 craps. No good. We're just going to let the shooter finish out. 6-2-8. Hit the point. Dice are out. 6-5. Yo. 11. Frontline winner. 3-2-5. Point of 5. We're playing this out. 3-1-4. Good shooter. 2-2-4. Hard 4. Ballerina. And last but not least, folks, I'm letting the shooter finish. We're not putting any more money out until they're done. 6-4-10. Big Ben, our best friend. 6-12. All the spots and dots we got. 5-4-9. Hot shooter, of course. 4-3-7. Clear the board. All right. That settles that. Dice are out. Here we go. 6 the hard way. We'll get started on the 6. Across we go. Dice are out. Looking for a hit. 4-2-6. It's a point hit. That's going to go away. We'll get $35. We're going to hold off. We're going to follow the puck on the come out. Dice are out. 4-1-5. All right. Now that we got a point, that goes back in the DC from the prior roll. Dice are out. 5-4-9. Nina, $35 winner. DC bet will travel behind. That's going to go in the DC. We're looking for another DC to come through here. 6-3-9. So, of course, that's a train wreck for us. Everything's coming down because that's 3 points. We're not going to try to get a third one. We're just going to let the shooter finish it out. Dice are out. Here we go. 6-2-8. That's just great. And, of course, a 9. Any number that we have this don't go to, we roll back. It's just how it is when I play this strategy. 5-4-9, twice in a row. 6-2-8, easy 8. 5-4-9, once again. Continue on, dice. 12 craps. All the spots and dots we got. For the hard way. Some good shooters here for the hard way again. Back-to-back ballerinas. Hop to ballerina. 4-1-5. Point hit. Dice are out. 4-1-5. Back on the point of 5. 4 tray. Line away. Don'ts to pay. $25 winner. Looking for a new point. Dice are out. 2 craps. That's not a point. We're not playing crapless craps either, so we don't get reimbursed. There we go. 3-2-5. Point is 5. And we put our hands together and pray that the dice gods are merciful. Dice are out. Here we go. 3, 2, 5. It's a point hit. That's $35. Take it down when we get a point. We'll go back up. We're going to follow the puck on the come out, so the place bets are off. Dice are out. Hard 8. Bert and Ernie, square pair. 25 back in the DC. Here they come. And of course, of course, everything underneath goes away, but our DC bet is covered. Not really making the money back here for the amount of money we're losing with this. All right, dice are out. Here we go. 3 craps. Pay the don'ts with the do's. Hard 8. Bert and Ernie once again. Square pair. We'll get set up to go across again. Dice are out. 5, 4, Nina Niner, Wine and Diner. $35 winner. That goes in the DC. This goes back to the rack. Dice are out. Continuing on. 5, 1 Mixer. Easy 6. That travels behind. This will go in the DC. These guys go back to the rack. We're looking for one more number. Dice are out. 12 craps. That pushes. The DC will push. It'll decide the next roll will decide it. It's a 6, of course, so we can hit another number that we have a don't on. Everything on the bottom comes down, and we play it out. Four, 3, 7. That was quick. So, this is going to come down and get paid and get paid. Dice are out. 6, 2, 8. Point of 8. Get set up across here with our traditional 160 spread. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10. It's Big Ben, our best friend. That travels down. A buck will get us 50. And this will go into the DC. Dice are out. Very much a grinding strategy. Yo, 11 doesn't help. Dice are out. We're going to wait for another number. Hard 6. $35 winner. And we're ready. Dice are out. 6, 2, 8. Point hit. That'll be a $35 winner. We'll have to wait till the next roll, or we could go in the don't. We could go on the don't for the come out, but I'm not going to. I'd rather have a DC than a don't pass. So, take everything back here. We're going to clear the board on the bottom. Dice are out. Here we go. It's a 9, Nina. This $25 is going to go in the DC, and here we go. Dice are out. 4, 1, 5. We got 3 at long last, so let's see what happens. Hard 8, so we get rid of one of them. In typical fashion. 6, 2, 8. An easy 8 after the hard 8. Yo, 11. 6, 5. Yo, 11. 5, 2. You're all through. So we'll send those down to the DC and get them paid. More of a grinding strategy here than anything, so. It's a good one, though. I do like it. We're going to have the come-out roll here. Yo, 11 on the come-out, pay the line. Yo, 11 on the come-out, pay the line. 5, 1, easy 6. And here we go. And again, pucker up time because we're hoping here. Dice are out. Hard 10, that's a good way to start. $1 will get us 50. That'll go in the DC. Here they come. Bouncy bounce, 415, Fever. That's a $35 winner. Goes in the DC. This comes back to the rack. Here they come. 3 craps, winner, winner. Pay the DC. 6-3, Nina Niner. Final DC bet has made it to behind a number. $35. We're taking everything down and playing it out. Let's do this. Let's trade that in. That goes here. And these guys come back. So we're in profit now, which is nice. Let's see what happens. Dice are out. And a 7 right away. Oh, that's good, because we're on the dark side now. We want those. That's going to be 25 apiece. And where are we? We're at the 17-minute mark. Okay, one more shooter. And we'll be happy. Dice are out. Let's see what happens here. 6-2-8, an easy 8. Dice are out. Hard 10 again. Puppy paws. That's a good one. That's a buck for 50. And, why did we have something in the DC? That should go back. I don't know what that was. We might have missed something there. If we did, I apologize. All right, either way, it's going to wash in the end anyway. So we got 10 there. That's going to go here. Dice are out. Oh, I had it. Okay, I got it. This should go behind the 10. And the other one should go in the DC for an 8. Okay, so that's an 8. Sorry about that, folks. Been a long week. Trying to keep more accurate tabs on things here. Okay, that's good. So that's going to go over here for now. We have to wait for a point to go in the DC again. The bets on the bottom are off. We're only working the top. Dice are out. 6-2-8, of course, so we can lose that one. It's going to go back on the 8. We'll turn the bets downstairs back on. A 6 the easy way. That goes in the DC for the third and final. The third and final time that we look for a number here. Dice are out. 4-2-6. Going to go on the 6. We're going to clear these guys off and finish the shooter out. Dice are out. Here they come. And not too fast and coming is the 7. 5-2. You're all through. 50 bucks for each one of those. For the sake of having a 20-minute video, we will do one more shooter. I'll probably regret it, but we'll do it. It's a 10 rather, 5-5-10. So one more time here to round it out. Dice are out. Looking to get behind a number. 213 craps. That's going to be a winner in the DC. We'll take that. Dice are out. 639 Nina. Center field 9, $35. That goes in the DC, and this goes back to the rack. Dice are out. 314 at your door. Easy 4. Ace trade. Easy way. $50 winner. This goes over to the DC, and we take that back to the rack. Dice are out. 6-4-10. Big Ben, our best friend. We have 3 points, so we'll let it rest. We're going to clear the bottom off here in just a second, but we got to pay the 10. $1 for the VIG will get us $50, which comes back to the rack along with the bet, and everything downstairs clears because we are just going to wait this shooter out now. We have our 3 no points, and we're just going to let it ride. 4-4-8, and he didn't hit one yet. Hard 8, 5-3-8 rather. 4-2-6, easy 6. We're just playing for the 7. Yo, 11, 6-6-5, yo. 2-1-3, craps. 2-1-3, craps. Doesn't help, doesn't hurt. 5-3-8, point hit. Here they come. 5-4-9, he'll knock us off the 9. 3-2, Fever 5. 5-2, you're all through. I think that's going to do it for us, folks. We'll be happy with that. Mark the points. AI strategy, AI-driven strategy. It's a good one. We're going to make some good money off it anyway, because our $1,000 is right here. That's what we started with. We got another 100 here, and a mess load of money over there. We should still have $4. Sorry about that. I don't know why I took that away. I wanted a black chip for these guys. Oh, and there it is. All right, I did that, so we'll leave that there. Look at this, folks. I'm kind of surprised. It did not feel like we were this far up. But we are. My goodness, are we ever. All right, 1, 2, 3, $400. That's insanity. Purple chip. $629. My goodness, it did not feel like we were that far in profit at all. But we will take it. That's a color up there. Total profit so far, $1,332. Put our $1,000 starting bankroll back where it belongs in our rack. And we'll be back at it next time, folks. Joe from Feel Like Craps. Back at it again. I always feel like craps, and I hope you do too. Until the next time, be well, stay safe. Every trip to that casino, remember, never bet with money that you cannot afford to lose. And we will see you soon. Remember, every trip to that casino, it is my hope that those dice gods stay forever and always in your favor.